Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
This is Mr. Chris Claremont, a legend.
Melanie goes,
Tired.
how's it going, all you Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar with...
Astonishing Melanie.
And this is the home of collected editions, Near Mint Condition. However, we aren't really talking about collected editions today. Well, maybe
Talking about our Japan haul.
Japan.
That's right. We're going to be showcasing our haul, all the things, all the little goodies we ended up getting in the land of the rising sun. So,
Stay tuned. First, here are some cool stickers we got. We loved B-Side Label. We started at the Shonen Jump store. No, actually, we started at the Pokemon store.
yeah.
But then later we found the actual B-Side Label store. Oh, that's not B-Side Label. That's Don Quixote. A magical place.
Which, if you've seen our tour of shopping in Japan, you may have seen Don Quixote. This is my favorite.
Oh, this was Universal Studios.
Yeah, this is Universal Studios, Marty and Doc Brown. This is from the Capcom Cafe. They're free little coasters we ended up getting. They're not two-sided. And this one right here, this is a special limited edition one that you could only get at the Pokemon Center, and you had to sign up for Instagram or Twitter. I can't remember. So I got one for me, and I got one for my brother. Snorlax was always my favorite character. Hence, also, this from the Pokemon Center. Because I felt kind of left out because the kids were buying up a bunch of Pokemon. So Melody and I were like...
you all pick one out for me, and look how cute he is.
So yeah, this is our Pokemon.
Pokemon X Pop Soda, I think was the art style, the brand that they were mixing with. What is this? Let me see.
The Seiko Soda Refresh? That's what they teamed up with. Okay. Yeah, we thought this one was cute, but the stickers were awesome. Like, this thing is freaking great. And there's trunks, and we got some for our friends and some of our friends' kids. We got some for our family. But
this is random stuff. I liked it, so I got it. We'll put it in my classroom. Got this out of a gashapon machine.
Mark Zimmer would love that.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, just a bunch of little things we got. Like, I just wanted to buy a card from Japan of Sailor Moon, and I like this one. Lots of stuff for my classroom for the Pokemon Center, so I could use this and little stamps and yeah. Oh my goodness, I don't want to point out every single thing here.
True. Let's get this out of the way. Well, actually, no. Let's talk about these little figures. My kids love mystery boxes, so they bought some for Mommy. So here's one. This is...
Oh, I said pick out a little Pokemon for me.
And we did. We picked up this thing. What is this thing's name?
Guardia.
Garuda.
I looked it up. I was like, she's pretty. Get that one for me.
We are the worst Pokemon fans.
Just another little thing here for the Nintendo store is for Rob64 and his family. He doesn't know yet. I think of it not as a washcloth, a little hand towel, because a lot of people in Japan, they carry around little towels to dry their hands with if there's not a hand dryer or towels in the restrooms. And I mean, look, even the receipt has this beautiful design on the back.
I don't ever keep receipts, but that was way too cool.
I was thinking of my classroom, I got a little stamp with my name in kanji, so I can, instead of signing stuff, I could put a stamp on it.
Yeah, that's legit.
Use the stamp.
Bunch of little things for some of our friends. That came from a capsule. It's a little capsule toy, and yeah, our friends' kids, and from Nara. Is that where this came from?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
temple?
there's like 10 things here from Tadaji. That was my favorite temple.
And we went to the Studio Ghibli Park, which they show little shorts, which are exclusive to, used to be the Ghibli Museum, and now they also show them in the park, and it's random, the ones they show. But we have to buy this one here. This is the Neko mini, or May and her Neko bus. So she gets her own
cat bus as a kitten.
Yeah, so she gets her own little bus. It's all in Japanese, of course.
Got a little rice bowl here.
Yeah, this is when you know that I'm getting older, when I realize it, is when this is what I was most excited to get, and it's the Studio Ghibli. We got we ended up with 4 teacups, I believe, and they have their own little plates, like so.
Yeah.
They're just
Those
beautiful.
are high quality. And we got 6 plates. Here's the rice bowl.
Yeah, it's cute little things like that. And then it's weird. I'm showing off a plate on the Home of Collected Editions, but I was just so excited to get
It's so
this.
pretty. It's actual China.
So there you go. It's beautiful. There's May with the little Totoros there, the cat bus sneaking up there, and they all have like different drawings in each plate.
And if you can't tell, that's our favorite movie is Totoro. Here's a little drawstring bag. Oh goodness.
Now, one of the things I wanted to do with the family this time around was go to Hiroshima. And interesting enough, Hiroshima is one of the few places we went to that sold manga that was in English. And of course, it's all focused around the bombing of Hiroshima. And this right here, if you've not read Barefoot Gen by Keiji Nakazawa, it's his story when he was a kid and what happened to his family, what happened to him, his schoolmates. And oh my gosh, it's the most heartbreaking story. So prepare to shed a lot of tears. It's a beautiful story. These have come back to print. This is the latest printing, and it's all in English. This is by Last Gasp, and then In This Corner of the World. Now, this one I haven't read, but I've heard about it, and this is the complete series by Seven Seas by Fumio Kuno. And like I said, it's interesting that this was available in English. So that's really cool. They have, I guess they have a lot of English visitors over there. And
So,
Sancho Melon, what is this?
lots of paper cranes to stand for peace, origami paper cranes. Each one of us received this keychain from the hotel we were staying at, the Ryokon, and it's made out of paper cranes, kind of like recycled. If you can see, there's a little crane there at the bottom. This is made out of recycled paper cranes. When you open it up, there's like you can see here. There's little specks of color. I just, I bought a lot at the gift shop. Bought this, and you could get paper cranes for free.
There was that
But
little girl,
do you
right?
if you make 1,000, your wish comes true? And there was, and forgive me if I have the number incorrect. And there was a little girl who, she was dying of leukemia from radiation poisoning, and she spent months making paper cranes while in the hospital. And it was really heartbreaking. Lydia picked this one out
This is
to
drawing.
buy.
Yeah, this is a collection of drawings from survivors.
Yes, and done perhaps decades later, right? Of their tales of what happened.
And it's in English and in Japanese, and I'm sure there's a lot of not safe, for kids. I guess it all really depends on the maturity level of your kids. Everybody's kid is different, but I was really proud of her for picking something like this up. And I say that right with all the sad drawings that are in here and paintings, but it's like she wanted to learn more about this.
And honor all their work, all these people
Right.
giving account of their horrific tale through art.
And a lot of the proceeds do go towards the memorial too. So it's interesting that it took me to go to Japan to finally pick up the manga of Barefoot Gen. It's something I've wanted for decades, and yeah, I could have bought it while I was here, but I guess it meant more being over there. All right, so while we were over there, we went to Book Off, if you saw our video of walking around Japan, and we also went to Mandarake, a couple of locations, went to different bookstores.
And so these are like used bookstores.
Yeah.
Well, not just books though. A bunch of other things.
Art books is what I went for, and oh my gosh. I did buy this one here at the Studio Ghibli park because it was the one that I was missing, and I didn't even know they made one. This is their latest project. It's one that I wasn't the biggest fan of because it's in CG, but there's hand-drawn artwork in here, which I love about these art books. I've collected these, and I did not find the art of Sherlock Hound, so that one's still out there. So the hunt continues. Remember in 2008 when I tried to haggle for
Yep.
the one that they had? It was a sample copy, and I was like, well, you're not going to sell it to anybody.
So this one here, though, I want to show off. This 20th Century Boys is an awesome manga, and in this edition, there's some embossing keys. Okay, you can see the what's it called, the glare embossing, but even on the back, like the lines of artwork are raised as well. You can see how. Oh, thank you so much.
So this is the Viz
Okay,
edition.
But I can't. You're not gonna see on camera. Okay, they're both shiny, but this one you can really feel. You can barely feel it on that. Here, flip it to the front.
Yes, ma'am.
The colors are brighter. Okay, yeah. Oh gosh, no, you can't feel. You can't feel. You can't feel it.
Okay, you
All
can't
so
feel.
Anyway,
That's Melanie's review.
I thought about going through with the Google Translate camera.
You already have this.
I know. However, it's difficult with Google Translate camera because it's translating it, but then the words are sideways to me, right, in English. I got this for 600 yen used. The dollar was strong when we were over there, so that's like less than $6 US. Like, golly. Why do I sound like Gomer
Why do you
Pyle?
sound like Gomer Pyle? So yes, all these were used with the exception of this one here. So I also got the Berry and the Witch's Flower, which even though it's not technically Studio Ghibli, I mean, come on, who doesn't count it as not Studio Ghibli? So our family is, we all love Studio Ghibli. With my daughters and I, we started collecting some art books. Like this is the Madoka art book, which we all really liked. They found two of them. These were pretty cheap. Those were at Book Off. So Book Off is still the place to go. This big boy, this is thicker than a Snicker. This is Fire Emblem Heroes, and oh my gosh, this does not disappoint.
Dummy thick.
This is dummy
dummy
thick.
thick.
Can we stop trying to make that happen? But it showcases the art of just the different characters through Fire Emblem. I love the character designs of Fire Emblem. They are in any Smash Brothers games. Okay, my main is always Kirby, but these are really close to the characters that I play. Sword and Shield characters like Ike and Roy, those kind of characters. And this is just full of illustrations for 3,000 in. And then we have Persona 5, the art of Persona 5, which my daughter and her friends are obsessed with. And this is just Persona 5, not the fighting game. So it's art like this, and I love art books. And then this is the ultimate artworks right here. This is another Madoka one. This one's showing more of the line art too than the other one, than just the pinups. I say that and I can't find a single one. Maybe it was the other book.
I saw.
But this is beautiful right here. This one was only 700 yen used, and this one came from.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, this one came from Mandarake because it's not in perfect condition. It's an older book.
It's amazing.
So this is R.G. Veda. Clamp is the 4 ladies that worked on this book, and it's been translated into English. The OVA was translated into English, and
Look at
it comes with
I think it's good
almost
condition.
like leather bound type of book, which I'm holding upside down, of course.
Is it near mint condition?
I don't know if I'm in near mint condition anymore. But this is the manga, like a taste of the manga, and artwork back here. And I love their art books. They put so much love and care. It's got this.
This is texture, by the way.
What is this, rice paper, I think? Is that what this is called?
Somebody let us know in the comments, but that sounds correct.
That sounds correct. So more artwork. This is the planning and presenting. Oh my gosh.
Golly.
And this is their old school style. I love this style of Clamp. Back when they were doing Magic Knight Ray Earth, they were doing this, they were Angelic Lair. So it was before Chobits when they changed up their art style for Chobits and Holic and Tsubasa. This is the style that I loved. So just a book that I knew I was missing from my collection.
All right, so I love the art, and it's just a simple story about wanting to be this best cook, right? And he's a jerk. That's why I can collect random issues, because it's not like this overall arching drama going on. So here, which one's the number 1? Okay, so here's a difference, and on the back, nope, completely different.
Whoa, hey now, that's
on the
how you
back
get
of 5?
people's attention. That's the American one.
Yep.
So, I mean, Comics 1 doesn't exist anymore. So these are hard to find in English, but we were able to find them in Japanese. Now, do you think this is a follow-up series? Is Iron Walk Jun R, or is it the same series?
I don't know.
The art style looks a little bit different.
That's a good question.
This is a good question. Maybe someone in the comments can let us know. Since
I mean, look at the cover. How much more badass that is in this. A couple other random things. Got some origami papers so that me and the girls can like make paper cranes out of them. And man, for just 100 yen, just grabbing up these folders, I was like, sure, in the future, if I have students who like Demon Slayer, I could be like, this is like a genuine from Japan folder. Here you go. Merry Christmas. And the way they do folders over there is like, I don't know, I don't like it. But that's how.
Merry Christmas. I don't like the gift I'm giving you.
No, just, oh, and my girl spent so long buying things at the Toho store.
Oh my
Practically, it was
gosh.
the store. I was like, okay, I'll pick one out. So I picked this one out. That's my folder. Now this is for me. This came with some stickers too. It's like, whoa.
You ended up really liking Marie, huh?
No,
Oh.
I liked her at the end. These were the 100 yen folders, so I picked this one out.
100 yen. You know, you do care about your students. I have to say that's really sweet.
Okay, here's some more random things from Mandarake. I got this because I love El Hazard. And what are these? They're like, plastic. They're hard. I don't know what. I'll put them on my wall, but I'm not quite sure what the big to do is about it. I bought this one because they're married. They're both last names Godai, and I love Isoni Goku. Oh, there's my Hiroshima folder. Okay, you found it. Look how cute that is. That was from the Capcom store. We went to the Sanrio Cafe. Oh look, here's Snorlax. That's from Pokemon Center. More, just folders. And Sailor Moon 30th Anniversary Memorial Album. I haven't listened to it yet. Came with stickers.
It's a vinyl, or 2 vinyls, right?
Mm-hmm. Here's this side. It's so pretty. She truly is a pretty soldier. And look, it's from the original and Crystal. Oh, I got goosebumps. Why? It's just so awesome. And
Oh, the record is pink. That's cool.
Oh, wait. The other one I think is blue.
Nope, it's
No,
pink.
it's pink. Okay. But does it have Artemis? I've looked at these in Japan. Okay, Luna, Artemis on the... Okay. And then it must be Luna and Artemis. Okay.
The only graphic novel, but I had to get it while we were in Japan. What's the furthest place from here? This is by Matthew Rosenberg. It is published by Image Comics, but it's not just Matthew Rosenberg. Tyler Boss is also the creator in here. I love the fact that they've given them the storytellers, and then you have lettering, you have color assist. No idea what this is, but I'm one of the biggest fans of Matthew Rosenberg's 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank. So this is another one of his independent stories, and I'm going into it completely blind. I just saw it at a store. I saw his name. I saw the title, and I'm like, that's in English. I can't remember. I don't think it was the Mandarake. I think it was Book Off, but yep, had to pick something up. Next up are some shirts we ended up getting from the Capcom store. I love these. And I remember last time I went, I bought like a medium-sized shirt, and let me tell you, it did not fit at all. It was like an extra small. So this time around, I made sure to try these on. These are large and they fit. They fit good. So decided to go with Astro Boy. When you're in Kyoto, you got to pick up Astro Boy, and then this amazing Blanca from Street Fighter V right here. So had to get these while we were at the Capcom store and while we were out and shopping around Kyoto. So while I was over there, I got obsessed with Demon Slayer because it was just everywhere. It was in your face. And the characters were everywhere. So I was like, oh, I want to collect one of these lines. So I decided to go with the Banpresto lines. And Banpresto is usually the company that does the crane games where you have to win them. So I just wanted to get pretty much the main characters like Nezuko there. And then, of course, her brother over there, Tanjiro. And some of the other main characters like Inosuke and Zenitsu. But yeah, for the price that these were, like, I think all these were used. They were opened, with the exception of maybe Inosuke over there. But these were about 800 yen each, because they were already opened, and they are immaculate. They look great.
My coin purse that I used is the same design of her kimono,
Mm-hmm.
and the coin purse next to it was his. I was like, oh.
And one of our friends' kids is obsessed with Demon Slayer, so we bought them a bunch of little things, and actually a couple of little toys too. Now they did have Inosuke as like his pretty boy face, but I decided to go with the boar head. I mean,
Yeah, that's a better figure.
so these, I think all of these maybe were in the Crane game. Then of course Melanie won the Oscar.
Mm-hmm. She was the least sexy figure I could find, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with sexy Oscar. No, just Oscar. And yeah, got her in a Crane game. Yay!
And I had to find this guy, Swole Trunks. Now there was a Super Saiyan version of this one, but I went with just Super Stud Trunks. Look how awesome he looks.
And I got this in a Crane game that you can put things inside. I've got it by the window in the kitchen because I'm like, I could put plants in here. So someday, maybe a month from now, I will. Who knows? By the way, those Band Presto figures, we just put them on a shelf. Like, they've got some weight to them. Like, they're good quality.
Yeah,
it's
they're
not cheap plastic.
Speaking of cheap, though, I cannot believe I found a Sakura Wars figure. I had to buy it. She was 500 yen. She was in a bin that looks like they were throwing away. And I'm a big fan of the Sakura Wars. Yeah, the video. I was a big fan of the Sega video games, and she's an actual Sega figure. Messenger Z, because I bought this one at Book Off. This one was only about 150 yen. I'm like, yeah, I don't care what it is. It's Messenger Z.
Wait, who do you think is on the other side? Because it looks like this heart.
It could be a number of any of them. Maybe her mech. Maybe her little mech. Got Anya from Spy Family. Because Spy Family, I think the big shows that were everywhere in Japan this year were Spy Family, Demon Slayer, and Detective Conan had a new movie. Mm-hmm. They were promoting it everywhere. I got this, what is her name? Kinotse, I think? Here. She's part of a set that I already have, and when I saw her, I was like, oh, I gotta get her. This one I found at Mandarake. Also at Mandarake, I got Pawn. She's a brand new figure arts that just came out along with Vegeta. Super Saiyan Vegeta, that is. And I know there's a Super Saiyan God, the blue hair one. And I finally got Yoko. My brother got Simone and Kamina for me, the Nenodroids, back a few years. And I was on the hunt for Yoko until I could find her for a pretty decent price. And I did, so I got Yoko now. And I found these at the little marble shop in Japan. These are cool. So 2 of them are for me and 2 of them for Amazing Amanda.
Can you guess which one?
Oh, she's definitely getting Spider-Gwen. And
we've got Ben Riley.
Yeah, Ben Riley and Miguel are mine, and then Spider-Punk and Spider-Gwen are the Amazing Amandas. Look how awesome these things are. And they say Hot Toys on them, so I don't know if Hot Toys makes these as well, but they're great little figures. So I had to get some Fire Emblem figures. Intelligent Works just put out some of these 1/7 scale figures, and I think there's also a Corinth, but I got Byleth and Ike and Marth. Hopefully they'll do a Roy one day, but these are just amazing.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Beautiful, and man, can you imagine a Guts figure like that? I know I don't have this. I don't have any statues anymore. But this is about as close as I get to them.
This was my carry-on. We emptied the suitcase except for the suitcase, the backpack, the camera backpack, actually.
Yep.
For this and the clothes to pad them.
Yep, and they came out just fine. So, yeah, these are beautiful. And last but not least, what is a trip to Japan without getting giant robots? So I got the Soul of Chogokin Gunbuster, and I got the Soul of Chogokin Mazen Kaiser, the SKL. Oh man, this thing is so beautiful. Messenger Z was one of my favorite series growing up, and this is like the Go Nagai demonized version. And here
that's a sword.
Now that's a sword. And this is Gunbuster. At one time, the biggest robot. And then Guy and Axel also made Gunbuster. Came out with Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann and was like, hey, hold my beer. This one, both of them are used.
How big is Gunbuster?
He's huge. He's like the size of a planet, or bigger than a planet.
Oh, so that's
We're not talking galaxies, though, like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. But it was one of my favorite anime. It's the same people that went on to do Evangelion and Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water. But I was like, oh, I gotta get that. So I debated on it, and that's what I ended up with. So that's it. That, as they say, is...
That!
If you are interested in purchasing collected editions, don't forget to check out our sponsor. CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
That was the page count, the build of the
No,
book.
no,
I mean,
that was the
our
haul.
haul.
That was the haul for Japan. Believe it or not, our kids ended up with so much more stuff, which, of course, we lived through them. So this was our haul, and of course, some gifts for some of our friends and family. But that's it. So let us know in the comments down below if you are planning a trip to Japan, or if you've been recently, where your favorite places were to hit up.
Thank you so much for geeking out with us. Hit the like button, subscribe on your way out if you're interested in future collected edition videos.
Like the one that I'm putting up tomorrow. But everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.
Stay minty!